Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. It's really lovely to have you join me today. I'm going to be doing a weekly card reading for Aries for the 5th through to the 11th of July. Now if you're new to my channel, a warm welcome to you, and if you're returning, welcome back. You know that I do weekly reads, monthly readings and love readings, so check out my playlist for more information. Now the readings here are general in nature, so they're not going to resonate with everybody, so please don't force anything to fit your situation. If you'd like a personal reading, you're very welcome to contact me. My details are also in the description box, along with other information like the decks that I use, other things that I enjoy like reading and crystals, and a link to my book, The Power of Soul Loving. So you're welcome to check that out. And if you are enjoying these readings, Aries, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. That way you'll get a notification every time I post a video. All right, Aries, let's get into your reading for the week of the 5th through to the 11th of July. So Aries, I have pre-shuffled the cards I'm going to be using for the reading today. We're just going to ask Spirit to give us some cards to give us a general theme of what's coming up for you in this week. Okay, we'll just see what else is coming for you, Aries, 5th through to the 11th. Keep in mind helps. The weekly reads are helpful to see specifically what's coming up, but sometimes the date is just not relevant. So don't worry if you happen to see this reading at another time. It's still relevant to you if you're drawn to the reading. And you've also got the benefit of looking at the monthly readings as well to give you the overall theme for the month. Some beautiful energy here. All right, so we start off the beginning of July with you feeling like you've got a lot of things that you're juggling. So we have the 10 of Wands, which means there's a lot going on and you probably would really rather have less on your plate. So you're quite focused about going, okay, what can I let go? Perhaps what you can delegate to somebody else. Yes, so lots of going on, lots of energy, lots of things that you're trying to do and keep your mind on and stay organized without feeling too exhausted. And then I think you realize that you need to take time out to just pull back and just check what it is that you're doing and where you're placing your energy. So this is you with the 10 of Wands, juggling all of these wands, things that you're doing, and the 9 of Wands, where Spirit is just saying, look, it really is time to pull back and just observe, take note of what is going around you. Sometimes it's better to do that than be so full on with the activity. So it may give you a bit of time to take a breather and reassess your situation, which seems to me is what you end up doing, because the Emperor card says that, you know, you step into your masculine energy, which is, the Emperor is very organized, objective, very clear thinking, is not rushing to make decisions, and certainly you're sitting in your empowerment, let's say. So that's a great place to be, and that's, you know, the best place for making good, wise, objective decisions about where you need to place your focus next. We've also got the High Priestess energy, which is the counterpart to the Emperor, which is the feminine influence, where you are tapping into your intuition. So it would seem that that's where you're going to be getting your guidance as to what to do next. The Emperor energy is really great for how to handle situations from a strong point of view, an assertive point of view, but with clarity. And the High Priestess is all about tapping into your inner guidance, like what's your gut instinct around certain things and decisions. And that's really great, because if you're taking time to slow down and pause to see where you need to place your next foot, your next step, taking that sort of slower approach, a mindful approach, and just checking in with your gut feel is really a good way to handle the situation. Okay, what else has Spirit got to offer you here, Aries? What else is coming up for you? Okay, All right, so we've got the Fool card. Well, that's interesting. It's a slightly different energy, so let's see what else is popping out to accompany that. So I think perhaps Spirit is saying that if you are tempted to, yeah, gosh. Interesting, okay. So you have an interesting style here about you, Aries. So you're coming from a place of past experience, you know, pulling in your resources, assessing the situation, you know, from a wise point of view. However, you are gutsy in that you are quite ready to take action, and you're quite bold, and the Emperor is very bold in his actions as well. So it seems to me that it's really important to have a balance here between, you know, pausing to consider your next step, but also weighing that up as to when you make your next step. And there's a part of you that wants to just bolt out of the gate and do the next thing. But I feel like there's a little bit of, Spirit is saying to you in two cards that have turned up, we've got the Magician card, that before you do that, be sure that you tap into your intuition before you take action. So you may feel this tendency to, you know, that fire in your belly kind of tendency to want to get up and go and just take action. Before you do that, just pause and tap into your intuition. Now, the Magician energy is, again, talking about tapping into your intuition. You really do have an amazing ability to make things, to manifest things. And you're quite happy with taking a certain element of risk. But always, Aries, it always seems to be a considered risk. You know, not a foolish risk. So I can see there's a bit of a push-pull energy here. And I feel at the end of the day, though, that your higher self and your wisdom will rule over any impulsive decisions, which is good to know. So just keep that in mind in case you feel tempted to rush out of the gate a little bit too quickly. Let's see what the Angel Tarot deck can offer to add to the flavour of this reading for the week. What else does Aries need to be aware of for this week? I'm going to take that one. Well, it looks like things are looking up for you, because there's definitely movement here for you and the end of a difficult situation or a difficult period of time. So things are starting to look good. There's an indication of a trip here. Now, you may be physically travelling, or it may be that you're moving on with something. You're progressing with something. And, you know, with regards to where your focus is, you're doing some research to learn more about the topic, which is good. So you're progressing with your ideas, and you're wanting to take action, and you're certainly getting some progress happening here, hence this Six of Air card, which is about you moving forward, which is great. You moving from something that probably felt like stuck energy, you're now moving forward, which we can see the boat here, and the horses, as I'm just saying, you know, bolting out of the gate. But part of the mix here is that you know that you need to do your research and your due diligence. So you're looking up, doing some research on the project, the topic, whatever it is that's of your focus at the moment, which is great. Good to be knowledgeable around your subject matter. What else? Well, it seems to me that things are just progressing in the right direction for you, because we have the Page of Earth, which is a good news about financial matters. So, however, we've got a sort of an energy that's the beginning of something, and you're quite keen to keep things rolling, and to get your teeth into something a little bit more challenging. So again, we've got an emphasis on learning and study, and wanting to learn as much as you can to progress yourself in the particular area. You take pride in being knowledgeable on your subject matter. which is really commendable. And it's good news to see that, you know, financially this is all going in a good direction for you. So keep it up, Aries. That's really great. We've got the Queen of Fire energy here, so you are really sensing opportunity is right at your fingertips at the moment. So you do have that fire in the belly and you want to stretch your wings and just fly with this. So it's a really good idea not to underestimate your ability, and I don't think you do. I get the feeling that you have a good estimate of what you're capable of doing, which is the Emperor energy. So the Queen of Fire is the same, and she's very comfortable with asserting her independence. And she's also very creative. So I feel, Aries, that you are tapping into your creativity to progress yourself, to find your unique stamp on this situation, which is really great. Again, we're coming back to the Six of Earth. There's a lot of emphasis on Pentacles, your financial situation, your physical surrounds, your business, your project, things that you're developing. So we've got gifts of money, time and effort that are coming up. So things are on the increase for you. There's new career opportunities, which could be job opportunities, projects that you're working on, and possibly you might be receiving a loan to help you pay off some debts. So there may be some advantages for you coming your way, discounts, a helping hand through someone, a business contact. It's looking good. So things are flowing well for you and you're feeling pretty inspired and there's momentum happening here for you, and that's very pleasing. So let's just see what the spirit messages have for you. Are there any obstacles, things that you need to be aware of? Such good news, and I can see that you are focused on doing your research and your homework. Oh, this came out for someone else too. Stand your ground. So you are feeling quite self-empowered at the moment, Aries, which is great. And so if there's anything that comes up where you feel that you need to assert yourself or voice your opinion on something, it's okay. You're being guided to do that. And it's also quite confidence building too, when you know that you stand up for what you believe in, and especially if it's to do with your values, your project, your business, if you own your own business. Now is the time to stand your ground and to really run with your gut feel around things, because we did have two cards here that's asking you to tap into your intuition before you make a decision on something. And that's also about knowing what you know is true for you. You also have some confidence in yourself, that you know that you can do this, and by stepping up and stepping forward, you're feeling pretty confident that you are going to be have some victory in this situation. So you're growing your business, growing your interests, and you're feeling pretty good about it, which is fabulous. So we have the vulnerability card, which is speaking about the energy of stepping into the unknown. And, for all of us, it's human nature. When we step into the unknown, it's unfamiliar territory. And so we can feel a little bit unsure about our decisions. But this is the place and time where Spirit is saying, probably your decisions are more likely going to be based on intuition than rationality at this point in time, because you don't have all the information, and that's okay. So again, another card saying trust your intuition, and don't let fear hold you back. Spirit is backing, is supporting you, probably nudging you, giving you sort of that prompting, an inner prompting, and just don't make decisions based on fear, and don't hold back because you're not too sure. If you feel strongly about something, then the Spirit is saying now is the time for you to trust that. Stand your ground, trust your intuition, and so it says here to, where is it? Yeah, trusting your intuition there. So feel confident, Aries. There's no need to doubt yourself, particularly as you've been doing your homework. And at some stage, there's always going to be an element of not knowing all the answers before you make a decision. And that's okay, but if it's a wise and considered decision, which I feel that it is, we've got you standing in the High Priestess energy, Emperor energy, Magician energy, like you're Queen of Fire energy. You're not going off half-cocked here. You're doing your homework, your research, so the rest is really a case of really just being bold and going for it. And I do feel that there are opportunities awaiting here for you. And certainly you're being guided to, you're being told that things that were difficult in recent times are now clearing, because you're starting to see progress going forward, which is great. I've got this feeling that the pace is picking up because I'm speaking really fast and I'm sensing that the energy has quite a lot of momentum here for you. So don't hold back. Oh, that's interesting. We've got the Memories card. Oh, how very interesting. I'll just read this card out to you. This says Memories. It says, your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in spirit. So perhaps people who have passed over, or even just memories of your childhood, of other times. Regardless of the time and regardless of the distance, just Spirit is saying, excuse me, that the energy of love is always there regardless. And for whatever reason, it seems that having a few memories and nostalgia is perhaps helping you at this point in time. Maybe it's helping you and giving you part of your purpose is connected to some of these memories. They seem to be happy memories, and these memories perhaps are connected to people who have passed over. So if you have family in spirit, they may be with you now, helping you, guiding you, supporting you with whatever it is that you're doing. So sometimes those memories, especially when they come unexpectedly to our mind, it's spirit saying we're here with you. Your family in spirit saying we're here with you. So that is probably part of this beautiful intuition that is helping to guide you with your decisions right now. Those memories are a part of that. You know, spirit, it's your family and spirit are speaking with you, helping you and encouraging you. That's beautiful. What else do we have? So we have the Sacrifice card here. So certainly this is about you coming out of the stuckness of the previous cycle and being really ready to break free and do your thing, which is really fantastic. So let's have a quick look at, so it represents powerful achievements, and this is really a great time for you to acknowledge what you have achieved so far, those milestones in your life. You have sacrificed quite a lot up until now, but it's really important that you recognise how far you've come along. There are some things in your life, though, that you do need to let go of so that you can fully move into this new cycle. As you let go of things from the past, which is kind of represented by this muddy water and muddy energy, it's going to free you up to fully enjoy the next part of your cycle and also leave room for you to receive good things coming into your energy. So the rewards for what is happening here for you is truly about transformation. You're also gaining a lot of wisdom, and you do have an enormous amount of gratitude for the things that you're experiencing and the wisdom that's coming to you. You're feeling more enlightened, more aware, perhaps a little bit more in tune with what you've learned, in tune with who you are, feeling the benefits of your own soul growth, and maturity, which is, you know, beautiful. Okay, the card is also signifying that there's a situation that's about to occur in your life where you won't be able to control the outcome. So that's interesting. So this is also a really good moment to pause, which we have here, to pause, rest and have some patience. Perhaps use the time to think about what's going on, to meditate, to, you know, tap into your intuition as we've been guided in the reading here. And to also be able to observe other people and the situations surrounding any issues that are coming up, so that you have a different perspective or a better understanding of what's going on, like a bigger picture. And that's why Spirit often says, whoa, just slow down a little bit. Use this time to observe what is going on around you so that you can intuit what you need to know that's perhaps not necessarily being said. And that will give you, you know, greater understanding of the situation at hand. So on the card too, we can visually see the symbols of transition. So the rainbow here and you coming out of the water is representing your transition and change that's happening in your life at the moment. Sometimes it may seem that solutions are a little bit slow in coming, but don't worry, they are coming. Some things are not within your control, which I know that, Aries, that's not something you like to hear, but that's where we need to balance, you know, with our energy, you know, your decision to take action, that sometimes we need to balance that and recognise there is a bit of divine timing around the situation as well. And so if you can't make things happen, don't force anything and just wait for the right timing. So yes, it's important to accept what you can't control. It's also important in terms of things of the past. If you're having memories about the past, there's opportunities for you to heal and observe and to gain knowledge around those things, and just watch out for new doors opening to you. There's plenty of opportunities around you at the moment, which is very encouraging. Now, we do have the card emotional loss here, so perhaps you're having a little bit of sadness. It may not be much, but there's a little bit of sadness about something that's going to be leaving your life. Look, it may be something small, maybe something that you have to give up in order for this opportunity. So maybe you've got to sell something to move on, maybe you've got to leave something behind if you're leaving a home or a job, or so there's something where you've got to, you had a bit of emotional attachment to, and you are experiencing little, oh, I've got to let that go. But that's life. We've got to keep things in balance and keep things in flow, and that's how we manifest really good things in our life. It's not about hanging on to things. You know, in order to really manifest great opportunities in our life, we've got to be prepared to let some things go, you know, allow the flow of life, let things move on to other people who can use them, and we let go of things that no longer are useful to us, no longer serve us. So you make room in your life and room in your energy for other things coming your way. Well, it all makes sense, doesn't it? It's all good common sense. Let's finish off the reading, Aries, with a couple of cards from the Quantum Oracle deck. Looks like you're going to have quite an interesting week, a positive week. There's lots going on for you, I can see that. But do take some time out so that you're not feeling rushed and hurried and overburdened, because that's how you start your week. Take your time. Take your time so that you can assess the situation appropriately, do your research. Know that things are coming in. You do have some support financially. Things will be easing up for you. And yeah, this is signifying good change happening in your life. Good change. It's all worth it. Yep, so have courage. Don't be discouraged at all. You know, you're ready, you're prepared. The fellow in the armour here, he's prepared. And he's focused on the light where he needs to go. So it really is about transitioning. And sometimes when we're stepping into the unknown, which is what we spoke about before, we're not going to be able to see everything. So we do have to have an element of courage, which is the vulnerability card that we had before. So, but, you know, Spirit is saying, don't allow your fear to stop you. Just put that armor on, have that courage, and keep going. Move towards the light, and the light is what is your dream. It's what you're aiming for. It's your desired outcome. So trust your intuition when you're making your decisions. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. You know, it seems to me that you are prepared for this. So keep going. Have that courage. Be brave, and keep moving towards your goal. Do not allow yourself to become a victim to any fears or worries. You're not bound up. You're not tied to anything. That's just an illusion. So don't allow that to get the better of you. Yeah, oh, how lovely. So for some of you, you've got some beautiful support here. Now, for those women out there, there's a loving man in your presence, Aries, who really does want to show his love and support for you during this time. So whatever that is, whether it is a man or someone in your life, there's certainly someone very close to you, Aries. No matter who you are, male or female, it doesn't matter. There is someone very close to you who cares about you and is very much supporting you. So, you know, you've got support in the physical realm, you've got support in the spiritual realm, you know, and lots of really beautiful energy here. So don't lose sight of all of that beautiful support, and take these opportunities that are just waiting for you. So Aries, I think we're going to leave it at that. It seems like a really positive week to start out with July. So I'm wishing you well. Yeah, go well, plan your week, stay focused on your goal. It seems like you're going to have a good week. All right, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.